Nothing better than sauteing garlic. Yum. You want a bit of sweet, you want a bit of savory, you want a bit of salty, you want a bit of sour, right? Fabulous. Yum. Okay, these are ready. Hi, and welcome to the Wellness for Life series. Today we are going to be making a barley pilaf with sauteed mushrooms and thyme. It's absolutely delicious and I cannot wait to show you. Barley is a whole grain that's kind of chewy and a little dense, and it's excellent for a side salad or even a main course. So, basically, to get started with this recipe, you want to take your pearled barley and rinse it. So when you're rinsing it, the liquid is going to get a little cloudy, and you want to rinse it then until the cloudiness has gone away and you can see through to the barley. Once you do that, you want to throw it into your pot, cover it with water, bring it up to a boil, reduce to a simmer, and then cook it for about 20 to 30 minutes. Now, if you've soaked it overnight, which the recipe actually calls for, you can cook it between 18 to 20 minutes, so it definitely cuts down on time. And here's your cooked barley. It definitely is bigger than before, right? It's all waterlogged, really delicious, and good. Let's do a little bit more. Love olive oil. So this is elephant garlic. Why? Because it's huge. Do a little quick smash, and then you want to gently mince it. So a mince would just be a really, really fine chop. You just go back and forth with your knife until you get it to the desired size. Now, if when you put in the garlic it starts to sizzle right away, turn the heat down. You do not want to burn your garlic. Garlic is one of those things that when you burn it, it immediately becomes bitter and can ruin your dish. That was a big chunk. Someone's gonna get it. Nothing better than sauteing garlic. So you can use any type of mushroom here you want. You could use cremini, you could use button. I've got all different kinds from what was called the specialty sampler. My favorite of that is actually this one, the trumpet mushroom. It's really meaty. If you're somebody who doesn't eat meat, this is a great substitute in any sort of a dish. It's fantastic. So you want to slice it down the middle and then just chop it. I actually like to get a pretty good surface area on my mushroom because that way the sides can get kind of caramelized, which is delicious. So I'm gonna do a couple more over here. And again, any mushroom you want is going to be fantastic in this. I do prefer mushrooms other than button though, because I feel like button mushrooms just don't have a lot to offer. And now that the mushrooms are in, you can actually bring up your heat on the garlic, and that'll be just fine. Oh, yum. Be sure to give your mushrooms the time that they deserve, right? You really want to get all that depth of flavor, so don't just quickly warm them up. Really let them get deep and dark and caramely. All right, so to bring some of the water out and help with the cooking process, put a little bit of salt. Yum. Now, we are just gonna wait for these to cook down. Yum. You do wanna keep it moving though, right? Because the garlic still is delicate and you don't wanna burn it. So as these are cooking down, we're gonna throw in our thyme. Thyme is absolutely delicious and really makes me think of spring, and it goes beautifully with barley as well as mushrooms. This is a combination made in heaven. Take it, go like this, done. And just keep doing that until you have the added amount. It's 2 teaspoons of fresh thyme. However, you can use as much or as little as you want. It's perfectly fine and up to you. What I would not do, however, because I know what you're thinking, is can I use dried thyme? And the answer is if you have to. But the thing with dried herbs is that they just don't have as much flavor. They don't have as much punch. And that's what you want in your cooking, right? You want things to just be delicious and flavorful. All right, so you're starting to see the caramel color kind of coming up on these mushrooms. I'm gonna do a little bit more here. So good. Oh my gosh. Right before your mushrooms are done, you actually want to deglaze the pan with lemon juice. And this acid really helps to perk up the whole thing. So you take your lemon, slice it in half. If you want to, you can just squeeze it right in, watch out for the seeds, or you can have a lemon press, which is fantastic. Really easy and simple. You just put in a few tablespoons of lemon and watch that cook out. And when you're cooking, you know, the more you cook, the more you begin to understand balance and flavor. And this is something that you want. You want a bit of sweet, you want a bit of savory, you want a bit of salty, you want a bit of sour, right? Because when you have all of those flavor combinations within your food, you don't then crave for something else because you've already gotten it all. So that's really the key to good cooking, is making sure that your dishes have got everything in it. So you're not dealing with a craving at the end of the evening. But if you are, that's okay too. Yum. Okay, these are ready. I couldn't be more excited. So, you've got your cooked barley, and you just want to spoon your cooked barley into your mushrooms. And so you basically just want to put it in a little bit at a time, do a little salt, just a little bit every time. You add a scoop or two, just keeping it going. Yes, okay, fabulous. Last thing. All right, I lied, 2 last things. You always want herbs. The more herbs, the better. So, got your parsley. This is Italian flat leaf parsley. And I use this over the curly one because I was scarred as a child with the curly one and I just don't like it. So I use flat leaf all the time. And I think it actually has more of a parsley flavor, a clean parsley flavor. All right. Just got a little bit more here. On it goes. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. It's exactly what we want. The great thing about this dish is that you've got kind of a really nice earthy softness with the mushrooms. You've got kind of a spongy softness with the barley, but what you need is a crunch. And I believe that a crunch always belongs on your plate. So, got a bit of toasted almonds. Really easy and simple to do. You take your raw almonds, just put them in a dry pan. You don't need any oil or anything, and you just toast them up. And once they get a little golden brown, you're done. So, put these on top, and everyone will be happy. You could use whatever you want here. You could use a sunflower seed, you could use a pumpkin seed, but I really like the almonds for their sweetness. They're just so nice and sweet with the savory combination of the mushrooms. Awesome. So before you taste, you want to put in a little bit of Parmesan cheese. It adds a salty, sour kind of spike that is fantastic. So this is beautiful organic Parmesan cheese made from a raw milk. So you just put in as much or as little as you want. I'm more of a much person. I like a lot. All right, and so now it's time to taste. Oh, that's so good. Kind of the sour lemon comes through with the soft mushroom and the brightness of the parsley. It's fantastic. Everyone in the family is going to eat this, I promise. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. You guys see this? Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh, I have this friend. She's a chef. She is a chef, and she doesn't like onions. Like meat and butter together. Love it. The reason why you want to mince your garlic, well, there actually is no reason. I do it because I don't like cleaning my garlic press.